Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hi guys, we're here at AFTERBUZZ TV for the Ground Floor After Show. I'm one of your hosts, Carli Garsow.
And I'm Britta Garsow.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. We loved tonight's episode. It was called Wicked Wedding.
Which, at first, when I saw the episode title on the TV ad, I'm like, what is this episode going to be about? Because I didn't think anyone was getting married. I'm like, Wicked Weddings. But then it made so much sense.
Yeah. And we also related to the whole Jenny Wicked storyline. But first we want to talk about Mrs. Mansfield, because I feel like this was such a big part of this episode because we've never seen his wife before.
Abby. Her name's Abby.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah. I mean, she's just what I expected. I expected him to have a cute, blonde, dainty wife. Like most businessmen, I feel like that's a generalization. But, you know, like, she just fit, like, the mold. It felt like very well.
Yeah, but to me, I mean, I don't know about you, but I felt like I was almost expecting more of a, like, not like a trophy wife, but kind of. And to me, like, Abby was a lot more complex and seemed real and, like, had her own opinions.
See, I don't think that she wasn't a trophy wife, but I think that they were so in love that it wasn't like a relationship where he just liked her for her looks.
Yeah, no, that's another thing is, like, we've heard him talk about his wife on multiple episodes, and he just gushes over her, and they've been married for 28 years, he keeps saying. And to see, they had a lot of great on-screen chemistry, and to see, like,
they were really cute.
Their actual marriage was really cute. And for Britt and I, who aren't big fans of Mansfield, it was nice to see because
it made me become a bigger fan.
Yeah, it's like, it just helps you like him more.
And I also like felt for him because it seems like such a hard thing, like, as a guy, like, he didn't want to go pick out fabric samples for their daughter's wedding and like have anything to do with the pigeons and like all the crazy things that come along with a wedding. But like, he also wanted to spend time with her, so it's like, what was he supposed to do? Like, he isn't good at these wedding things, but he wants to spend time with her because he misses her. And so it definitely put him in a hard position, but I'm glad at the end, like, three-peat like helped him like actually tell her, like, you know, like, I do want to help.
Yeah, me too, because that is a hard thing because he wanted to spend time with his wife, but he didn't want to do what she wanted to do, like the whole wedding planning.
Which, by the way,
it's
I
not
feel
like he didn't want to do it. I just don't think he was good at it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And no one wants to do something they're not good at. And he said, he's like, I'm not going to be any help, which is true. But I thought, like, the general theme of this whole episode was, like, in a relationship, you're always going to like doing separate things. But as long as you like to do something as long as you do something you wouldn't want to do because you love them, then that's all that really matters.
Yeah, so it was a great theme for this episode because the theme carried into Jenny and Brody, my fave couple.
They're so cute.
I heard them. But so the whole Wicked situation, and Brody and Skylar Astin started on Broadway. So, I mean, like, him as a character and in real life just, like, love musicals and Broadway, I feel like. So, obviously, Wicked is, like, kind of like this worldwide phenomenon.
It's kind of a cult following now,
really
I feel like.
It turned into this huge thing. It's actually playing in LA right now. So.
I know, and this made me want to go see it again. We saw it in San Diego a few years ago.
Yeah, we did. And I will say, I've told multiple people that I thought it was going to be better than it was.
I will say that to you. I still love The Lion King 100% more than Wicked.
That's what I tell people, like, people that haven't seen it are like, oh my gosh, I want to see Wicked so badly. And I just say, like, I've seen a lot of musicals, and I'd say Phantom of the Opera and The Lion King are better than Wicked.
Yeah, I would say so, too.
So, I mean, if you're watching this, and you live in LA, and you want to go see Wicked,
by all means, go.
Go buy some tickets, because you should see it.
You should see it. It's a great musical, but I also think, like, you just, since everyone loves it so much, you have such a high expectation, and then going in there, and then if your expectations aren't met, it's kind of like, oh.
Which is exactly what happened on tonight's episode, because Jenny, I mean, I thought it was a little weird that she sings and seemed to have no interest in musical theater. Like, I thought that was a little bizarre, but she really had no interest in watching Wicked and fell asleep twice.
I actually don't think that's weird because I think she sings just kind of as like a hobby. Like she's one of those people that just sings around the house, probably sings in the car. But she said the problem she had with it wasn't the songs. It was just that they sang everything they spoke.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. People don't like musicals because they're singing constantly, not because they don't like the music.
Yeah, for sure. But when she was falling asleep, like I didn't personally fall asleep during Wicked, but I wasn't overwhelmed.
But remember when Mom fell asleep during the Nutcracker?
Yeah. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
But yeah, so we didn't fall asleep during Wicked, but I totally related because my expectations were not met. So good for you, Jenny. And so getting back to Jenny and Brody, kind of mimicking Mansfield and his wife, like Jenny went to Wicked twice just because how much she loves Brody, like to show him that she didn't like Wicked, but she's gonna go a second time because he really wants her to like it.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna spend so much money on these shows.
I was thinking that too, but then Brody got that raise.
Yeah,
so
he doesn't need
I think
the money.
he's fine.
Like,
I think he's fine. Yeah, so we actually loved that storyline just because we totally related with Jenny.
And I do want to see Wicked again.
Yeah,
just maybe it can redeem itself.
Can you guys please comment and let us know what you think of Wicked? Because I'd love some feedback.
And also let us know what your favorite musicals are. Maybe
Yeah.
if we haven't seen some that we need to see.
Yeah, thanks. And also, while you're at it, go on iTunes and rate us 5 stars if you like this show. We love doing it. We love Ground Floor. We
love
laughed a lot
Ground
on this
Floor.
episode again.
Oh, when when 3P was helping Abby with the wedding plans and he's on the phone with the florist and he's like, "Oh, I'm being dramatic, Helen." I laughed so hard.
Yeah, 3Pete is really becoming my
He's
favorite
coming into
character.
himself.
I know. Yeah, and also I thought it was weird. I know Mansfield has mentioned like his children briefly, but like a 25-year-old daughter, I don't think he's ever said anything. Because to me, I was thinking, if you had a 25-year-old daughter, wouldn't you want her to date Brody?
Probably. You would
Right?
think so.
So that was kind of weird to me. I was like,
Maybe she'll get introduced. But I guess she's getting married, so now there's like no...
No, yeah, but I want to talk about that later in predictions because I
Okay.
actually kind of think that's going to happen.
Okay.
But moving on to the bloody massacre of Harvard's arm.
Oh my god. It was like, okay, also though, we were saying like there is no way that a tattoo artist would give you a tattoo was it the same day?
It was the same day.
The same day. Take the tattoo off and then put it back on and let his arm like bleed out. I'm like, there's just no way.
And
It
then
was
he
so
got
unrealistic.
an infection, and then they somehow went back and fixed it again. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's unless he went to a million different tattoo places, but even still, they would look at his raw arm and be like, I'm not touching that. So it was weird.
But okay, so I actually thought with Harvard and Lindsay, so when Derek was like, you can't get a tattoo of her face, like she's gonna think you're crazy, and I was like, no, she's not gonna think he's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, then when she showed him her tattoo, I knew it was henna because it was brown.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, that's temporary.
because of the placement. Like, come on. Who's going to get a tattoo, like, right on their wrist when she works in such a professional environment?
That's true. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, like, there's no way. Especially since she loves her job. I knew, like, she wouldn't compromise her job for Harvard's face on her wrist. Which, by the way, that is a weird place. Like, it's, like, so she can stare at him on her wrist.
Well, yeah, but it was temporary. So
Yeah,
it was like
I
a
know.
cute gesture. It was funny. I thought it was funny, but Harvard just went a little overboard with it.
Yeah, but I love them. I'm so happy that they're together.
They are really cute. It was funny when Derek was like, I'm glad you guys found each other so you
Don't
can't find anyone else.
Yeah, it was cute. Harvard, I think it's great how, like, this show really closes plots and storylines. Like, the whole Harvard being obsessed with Jenny thing is pretty much gone now, and I like that, so that you just kind of focus on Harvard and Lindsay.
Yeah. And I like that we see Jenny and Brody kind of going through more relationship things. I felt like in season 1, they were kind of just like in this cutesy stage where nothing was ever wrong. They always got along. Everything was good. And then in season 2, we see them with like actual struggles with the whole living together thing. And now with the Jenny not liking musicals. And the big one was Jenny never wanting to get married, which Brody didn't know, which I'm kind of shocked that she never brought it up before.
Me too. Like, you could kind of, actually, this kind of is the season of Jenny because we've learned a little bit more about her every week. But you could kind of predict that because of her mom and like how she talks about how unstable her relationships were. But
I can go both ways though. She said her mom has had 6 failed marriages, which might make you want like to work extra hard. Like she learned from her mom's mistakes and knows what not to do in like every situation, and just really take that into consideration when she's getting married.
Yeah.
Or I guess more realistically, it would just make you really discouraged. But
yeah, but I think we're gonna see a change in her. I mean, she already is so committed to Brody. Like they're living together, and even like the whole saying "I love you" thing. Remember when that was a really big deal for her? And she did it, and so I feel like, but hopefully Brody's not like her guinea pig, like testing out like being in a mature relationship on him.
I don't think so, but you guys, I started tearing up at the end when she was singing, and he comes into the room, and she's like in her headphones, like singing Wicked, and he just had like this big grin on his face, and then he said, "Marry me," and she's like, did you say something? I was like, oh my God.
It was so cute.
Yes, he did say something.
We've watched a lot of television in our lives, and they have to be up there with like my top 3 favorite TV couples.
I would say so, because they're really believable.
Yeah.
I mean, they're no Frost and Rachel, but we're never going to get there again.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many great TV couples, really. Now I'm just thinking about what they're going through my head. They're just so cute, though, on this show. I really
think
love
so,
them.
too.
And you guys, our prediction came true. Someone finally sang. Britta just mentioned that Jenny was singing.
Yeah.
Like, we were waiting for this. When she started singing, I looked at Britta and I'm like, she's singing, finally, because they all are so talented.
She's really good. I didn't know she was that good.
Yeah, she's so pretty. Like, she has to be just, like, one of the most talented people.
I know it's like I want them to be singing all the time because they're both so good, but it's not a musical show.
It is a
It's
musical
not
show,
Glee.
and that's why we watch it, because it's like a workplace comedy, so it's funny. But we were both really so happy that some singing finally returned. I'm still waiting for them all to like just break into song.
Oh, and then our other prediction I think was right too, where your prediction actually. I said they were going to move into like, I said Brody was going to get his old place back or something, and I think you said that they were just going to live in Jenny's place, didn't you?
I said that I think they're going to upgrade to a bigger place.
Okay, well, they're apparently still living at Jenny's place.
Yeah, well, we can talk about predictions now.
Okay.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
Do you want to say the one you were thinking about before?
Okay, well, yeah, because I don't think they would have brought up the whole Mansfield's daughter's wedding if it wasn't a big deal. So I think that,
Well, weddings are generally a big deal.
yeah, but like a big deal to the storyline, to the season. So I think that since Mrs. Mansfield said that they had been planning this for 6 months, so you're kind of assuming it's coming up soon. So
Yeah, they didn't mention what day it was, but he said they were going to be planning till spring.
yeah. So I'm thinking that the wedding's gonna be like maybe like in 5 more episodes, and I think that like Brody and Jenny will obviously attend, and probably everyone from the office.
Probably
I feel
everyone.
like Mansfield would be the type of boss to invite all his employees to his daughter's wedding. So I think that that's just gonna be such a great episode, and maybe we'll see something with Jenny click in that episode if it happens with like
Or maybe
weddings
Brody and
marriage.
Jenny will get engaged during the wedding.
Yeah, but that's so cliche.
It's so cliche, but television is all about cliches.
I know,
Let's
it's
be
true.
real.
It's true. So maybe that'll happen. And then I'm just still, like, I want them to go to a bar, have a few drinks, and sing karaoke.
Yeah.
Can this please happen? Because it happened in first season.
Like, even the folks that can't sing. Like, I can't picture Lindsay or Harvard really being able to sing.
I know, but they probably can. It's
Probably. But even if they can't, like, I just want to see them go out and, like, have a good
It's
time.
probably a requirement to be on the show. Or even three-peat. Can he
Or
sing?
even to be relevant these days. Let's be real.
Yeah, I know.
You have to do everything.
But
Can't do
really,
anything.
I mean, I love this episode, and I really hope we see more singing. And yeah, more of Brody and Jenny just evolving as a couple. So I still think they're going to move into a bigger place. Like, I really think Jenny's apartment is so cute, but he has the money, and if their relationship seems like super healthy like it is, why not continue? Move together.
Yeah.
and-
I kind of I like that this season is kind of all about just like the ups and downs. So I kind of like that we don't really know what's going to happen with anyone.
Yeah, it's like all the moving around the floors and everything. But yeah, do you have any other predictions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I don't either. So where can they find you on social media?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Britta_Garsow.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Carli_Garsow.
Thank you guys for watching and listening.
Thank
We'll
you.
be back next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.